Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Marijuana Maintenance Channel, where I'm smoking the green and staying clean. No hypes, pipes, booze, or pills. And it's been 44 days since my last relapse. You know, I had almost 16 months sobriety, relapsed for 4 days, relapsed for 4 days, and at Christmas time, and you know, back on track, being great, feeling grateful, feeling good. And yeah, like I said, I'm back at 44 days, month and a half, consecutive sobriety. That said, fire in the hole. I got some purple Urkel in the bong. Woo. Oh. Yes, sirree, Bob. Blah, blah. Yes, sirree, Bob. Wow. So thanks for joining me on my wake and bake session before work. It's Friday morning. I do have to work today. Throw some Visine in, and yeah, I'll be good. So it's February 7th. I am 44 days sober. Smoking the green, staying clean. This is a harm reduction model of recovery, and it works for me. Right? I was a hardcore addict, man. I was fucking a meth head junkie, tweaker, man. It was a shit show. You know, I was poking needles in my arm. I was hitting that meth pipe hard. I was staying up for weeks at a time. No lie. My longest was 12 days straight. And then I slept for 2 days, and I was up for a week. So I was almost up for 20 days straight. But 7 days was a regular for me. I would be up for 7 days, just tweaking right out. I have my phone in a window right now, and I'd be tweaking out this window, looking across the street, thinking there was people looking at me, and thinking there was people in the trees, and I'd be ripping up the carpets, and you know, fucking looking under the carpets, looking for cameras and microphones and shit, weird shit. But minus those 4 days, I've almost got 18 months of sobriety under my belt. But in reality, I have 44 days because I did relapse. It's part of my journey. Anyways, I'm feeling grateful. Things are good in my life. You might be able to tell I'm back home. It didn't last long at my mom's house. I stayed a night. Man, I miss my kids, and I'm not someone that can abandon my kids. I gotta be here with them. I love them. I manned up, and I just want to take care of my responsibilities. That's part of my sobriety. I don't run from my problems, man. Face them head on. I don't know. God's been good to me. So I want to read to you. That's what we do on this channel. Daily Reflections. February 7th. The only time I read this book is when I read to you on camera. I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about reading this, and I was like, nah. I'll wait till I make a video. A path to faith. True humility and an open mind can lead us to faith, and every AA meeting is an assurance that God will restore us to sanity if we rightly relate ourselves to Him. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 33. Excuse me. My last drunk had landed me in the hospital, totally broken. It was then that I was able to see my past float in front of me. I realized that through drinking, I had lived every nightmare I had ever had. My own self-will and obsession to drink or shoot speed had driven me into a dark pit of hallucinations, blackouts, and despair. Finally beaten, I asked for God's help. His presence told me to believe. My obsession for alcohol was taken away, and my paranoia has since been lifted. I am no longer afraid. I know my life is healthy and sane. And this is true about my life. I just told you, that's awesome. I just told you a little bit about the craziness of my meth addiction. And it's amazing how, like, whenever I read, it seems to be about what I was talking about, and that's really cool. And so my life is no longer crazy like it used to be. Like I said, I've got shit under control now. I can kind of think my way through things. And my life's a little more sane. Anyways, excuse me. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the face. Helen Keller. As a teenager, I was extremely self-conscious. When I recall those years, I can still feel the emotional pain I endured. One of the most difficult challenges for me was talking face to face with other people. I tried hard to sidestep such confrontations, and when they were unavoidable, I sought refuge in various mannerisms and techniques that I thought were uniquely mine. By staring at a person's forehead, ears, or chin, for example, I could escape eye contact. By performing rituals and lighting and smoking cigarettes, or by faked coughing fits, I could lessen the intensity of my fear and discomfort. One of the most uplifting aspects of my early recovery was discovering that I was hardly unique in my painful self-consciousness. What a relief to be able to laugh along with others who had developed similar techniques to avoid eye contact. And what a bonus to be able to talk about my low self-esteem and fears of people, and to benefit from others' similar stories. When I stopped trying to hide from people, my self-consciousness gradually diminished. Slowly but surely, my sense of self-worth has risen. Today, one of the most valued freedoms I have is being able to easily and fearlessly talk with other people, and to look them squarely into the eye when I do. Thought for today: the best cure for terminal uniqueness is to see yourself in another. And I can relate a lot to this story, right? I could never look other people in the eye. Man, I only felt comfortable talking one-on-one with another person. I could never be in a group setting. And that's changing too, right? I work with a team of people. I work in a kitchen, and I'm, in close proximity to about 10 other people all the time. Sit down, have lunch with them, talk, and it's great. Like, I don't have to be embarrassed to just speak out loud in front of people. I used to always be so self-conscious that I would mumble my words, or I would stutter, and I just wouldn't say anything. Like, I was so afraid of other people. I don't know why. I thought there was something wrong with me. But, I was always fucked up on dope, so, like, there was something wrong with me, right? And people seen that, and they sensed that, and they could sense, like, we give off energies, right? And if I'm self-conscious and self-aware all the time, people are going to feed off that, and it's a negative vampire energy, right? Because you need other people's energy, pity, and attention, stuff like this. It's kind of gross and sick, but I don't give off that energy. Anyways, I realize, like, I'm not that big of a freak. I'm just me, and when I'm trying to do my best, then people can sense that too, right? I want to help other people, and I want to be part of a team. I don't know, but that was a good reading. I did enjoy that. I hope I was coherent for you all. My tips to recovery: be grateful. We have to change our perceptions. Be mindful of other people. Remember that it can always get worse. Remember the pain of the past. For me, it's just be grateful, and I talk to God as often as I can remember. This morning I meditated for about half hour, spent that first half hour with him, and I don't know. I hope you all have a great day. Be blessed.